Good morning. This play is called Mr. Gray's Gettysburg, and it's a two-act murder mystery. It's May 9th, 1950, and Mr. John Gray is 68 years old, a successful banker, and wealthy by investments with the Standard Oil Company since 1909. He had just married a young Georgia Belle in her 20s, Tiffany Hopkins, and approximately 10 months after a horrible event. And Mr. Gray wanted to make a silent motion picture of the Confederate Civil War, but he soon was murdered, and his son, Thornton L. was the one who might had murdered his father. And Thornton's a black man, and his mother was black too, when young Mr. Gray, a long time ago, made love in the hay barn.
Act 2, Scene 8. The lights abruptly rise on an incensed Mr. Millstone. Stop right there, Thornton. I warned you. The way you conveniently bouncing from story to damn story is perplexing me. We won't meet again until our day in court. He grabs his briefcase and begins to exit. I got more to say, sir. You're trying my patience. The night of Mr. Gray was murdered, I hid under the staircase. I could see and hear almost everything. Get to the point. Miss Gray loved playing that song mostly on nights he was alone. Mr. Tiffany always complained about it being so depressing and didn't want any part of it. She always said, if it don't have no bounce, then ain't worth playing. Of course. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. I liked it. I guess that makes me moody. Where's this going, Thornton? It's going, sir. As I said, he was sitting in the fireplace with a glass of brandy listening to Danny Boy. That's already been established. The lights slowly dim. He gets up from his chair and moves to the parlor doorway and just stops dead in his tracks. It was plain to see he was a little spooked when hearing footsteps coming his way out of the dark. The lights dim to black. Act 2, Scene 9. The lights slowly rise on Mr. Gray. Who's there? Walking into the parlor is Mr. Millstone. I hurried as quickly as possible, sir. I hope I'm not too late. It's already late and it can only get earlier. Don't fuss about it. I brought all the necessary papers you requested on Mr. Holmes' contract. Good boy. Care for brandy? I'd better not, sir. Thank you for the offer. Choose a sober lawyer who doesn't swim in a bottle and your odds of drowning from dead are greatly reduced. I salute you, sir. Mr. Millstone opens his briefcase, taking out several papers. Where should we make the amendments, sir? Follow me into my office. I have something interesting to show you. Yes, sir. The lights slowly dim to black. Act 2, Scene 10. The lights slowly rise on Mr. Millstone and Thornton as they quietly look at one another. I know why you were there, sir. Do you seriously believe by fabricating another lie is going to free you? I know the truth, and that's what I'm telling. Who will believe you? My tabby always said, do the telling, straight and true, and it'll always find a believing ear. Let's hear it then. Lights slowly dim. I swore never to crawl under that staircase again, 'cause my legs cramped up until I wanted to scream. I guess that was my punishment for being so nosy. Yes, sir. After about 10 minutes, I heard you come back into the parlor. The lights dim to black. Act 2, Scene 11. The lights slowly rise on Mr. Gray and Mr. Millstone. Let's make this clean and simple. As a result of breach of contract, Mr. Holmes is hereby relieved of his duties as film director and henceforth is not eligible for payment. Make 2 copies, one for his agent and the other for Mr. Holmes. No Yankee bastard will ever accost me in my home. Yes, sir. I appreciate your assisting me at this late hour. It would have been a sleepless night had it waited until morning. I'm grateful, sir. There's one issue I'd like to share. Mr. Holmes is due wages for work already rendered. Should we include a check in his letter? No. If he likes fighting so much, let the bastard sue me and claw and whimper for his money. This will be a lesson for that damn Yankee that the old Dixie never lies down. Yes, sir. If I may excuse myself, I'll be on my way. He shakes Mr. Gray's hand and starts to exit. Hold on a minute. This old body of mine will be holding court with a bushel of worms soon enough. Ease yourself back in that chair and humor this old son of the Confederacy a spell. Yes, sir. He puts his briefcase down and sits. Take a wild guess. Who was the original owner of that chair you're sitting in? I would guess it being a Civil War general. Is it General Robert E. Lee? Now there was a man born to sit on a horse. His confidence and pride throughout the ranks led men to excel far beyond their natural caliber. He was a man of courageous perfection. I never forgiven him, though, for losing at Gettysburg. No, sir. That was one fight we should have left alone. But I'd march into that bloody hell again if he ordered it. He had his reasons for fighting, and I had my orders. See how simple war is? Yes, sir. Go on now. You must be tired. We old soldiers never seem to tire telling our stories. Let me walk you out. Mr. Millstone picks up his briefcase, then puts it down. Before I go, sir, may I ask you a question about a rumor being passed around of lost Confederate gold? Where did you hear a rumor like that? I'm embarrassed to say, sir. Well, don't blush on my account. I overheard your wife talking about it. Mr. Gray's eyes squint. She let the cat out of the bag, huh? It's really no business of mine. I'm sorry I brought it up, sir. He picks up his briefcase. Your reckless youth is showing, boy. I believe so, sir. What exactly did you hear? She spoke softly, so I couldn't gather much. You're worrying me. What I heard will remain a secret, sir. I'm afraid that's not good enough. Have you ever played Russian roulette? No, sir. I haven't, sir. Mr. Gray pulls a small wooden box holding the dueling pistols from the drawer. He lifts one out. A handsome piece of craftsmanship, wouldn't you agree? Yes, sir, but I really must be going. He starts walking to the parlor doorway. What's the rush? Mr. Gray lifts the pistol and aims it at Mr. Millstone's head.